Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey.
And we are back with the 2019 Florida Panthers. Jeff, this season was awful. We were terrible. Nothing went right. We got 62 points in the league. We sucked. We were out of it by December 1st.
So basically, this is going pretty much exactly like the Red Wings game we did last year.
Pretty much. But the good
terrible
news is,
seasons, now we're going to turn it around,
yes,
right?
The good news is there is hope. And more importantly, you can see what happened in the Stanley Cup playoffs this past year. And the most important thing is Toronto, despite being the number one overall team in the league, lost out in round one. And we can all smile and laugh at that.
It was actually kind of bad because it didn't prevent all Canadian semifinals. Columbus would have made it in regardless, but
and Carolina.
So 3 out of 4 Canadian teams in the semifinals, and an all Canadian final.
Yeah, and we can see the Jets go to the Western Finals before getting destroyed by Edmonton, but Edmonton wins the cup, so over Montreal, which is kind of a surprise. But
yeah,
we're here.
7 games.
We're ready to go. We'll just take one quick last look at the standings. Let's just look at entire in the league. We finished in second last place with 62 points. We had one more win than the New York Islanders, which is why we're in 30th out of 31. We are 1 day before the draft. The reason why we have went 1 day before the draft is pretty simple. Jeff doesn't trust me and thinks I continually re-roll to hope to see that we somehow get first overall pick.
I've never actually accused you of that.
You have accused me multiple times of that. That has not happened.
You said it was very suspicious.
So I'm refreshing. Okay, we now have a brand new screen. We can see the new NHL entry draft order, building up the hype. We can see we landed the number 2 overall pick. All right.
You're cheating somehow.
It happened live, folks. You saw it. We somehow, the previous test games I've seen every single time, we got 5th. We moved all the way up to 2nd overall, which is actually where we should be. So more, yeah.
If you were actually cheating, presumably you would have taken the first one overall, unless you.
Yes. But the good news is,
want to attract attention to it. But
that means
at least you got a pretty good pick.
Yeah, all of our picks are the second pick in every round. Now, there's something important for us to know right away. It is 2019, and this draft, Jeff, tell me about this draft class.
Yeah, this one is a little weak because we started this with, can't remember what version of the game it was. I think it was a couple of updates ago. And the 2019 draft class. Yeah, so I think it would have been 2 updates back. The database at that point didn't have a lot of guys for the 2019 draft. It had the top end, but the depth falls off pretty rapidly. So there's not a ton of great guys once you get out of maybe the second round.
Yeah, we can see just about halfway down 3 stars, ends for potential, and you're quickly in 2.5 stars.
Which can still turn into a decent player, but
yes,
you're better off.
But what this means,
it starts to fade after that, and you're getting into 2.5 star guys.
Yes, but what this means is we are going to trade up, and we are going to try and move up some picks to get higher. So we have the 2nd overall pick. We don't really need the 1st overall pick. It'd be kind of nice to have Jack Hughes, but do we really need him? I think the amount we'd have to give up to get Ottawa. We can take a quick look. I really doubt they would even consider moving it. But let's see, what does Ottawa need? Ottawa needs a right defense. Okay, let's start.
One thing that you do have, it may actually be a little easier for you because you do have that 2nd overall pick, and one of the things that makes it teams willing to trade a high priority pick like that is getting something back in return that's also a high priority pick. So You may be able to do something here. I'm just not sure how much it's going to cost you.
Okay, you remember who we were talking about that thing previous? Roberto Luongo's got his trade clause, so he won't waive it to go to Ottawa.
Yeah, that seems unlikely.
Okay, so
Mrs. Luongo wouldn't like that.
Let's just take a look here again. How about we target somebody like, let's see, Detroit's got the 8th pick. Let's take a look at maybe their. Let's take maybe a look at their 2nd round pick. See if we could maybe make some moves to get that. So we have a lot of picks right now, so let's just focus on that. So their 2nd round pick. Let's go. We could try for the 1st, but I really doubt we'd get it. We'll offer them a 2nd round pick. How about a 3rd round pick? No, we don't want to offer. How about if we just offer them 3rd round picks? Offer them 3 3rd round picks for their 1st pick. They're not willing to move that cheaply. Alright. Fair enough. But we can probably get their 2nd round pick. So if we offer, let's try a 3rd, and maybe a 5th. And what do they say? They want a little bit more of an increase. So let's offer them Vancouver 6th offer. Still want a little more. Let's offer them another 6th. And they're willing to do that. So we trade 4 picks to move back into the 2nd round. Like that trade?
A little expensive, but just because we know what the depth is like at the bottom end of this draft, it makes sense.
Finalized trade. All right, we got trade number 1 done. We lose 3 picks, but we move way up. Let's continue to look. Just taking a look again at somebody else who might be willing to give us, another 2nd round pick. And let's just see. Okay, Philadelphia's at 10th, which means they'd have a top 40 pick. Yeah, I kind of like that, so let's go to Philly. Let's offer them kind of something similar pack. So we want their 2nd round pick. We still have a couple 3rds, so we can offer that. Give them an offer, and oh, they're willing to do that. 2 3rds for a 2nd. That seems like a win to me. So we'll finalize that trade.
Yep.
Okay. Somebody who's at the bottom of maybe the 1st round. We got, Winnipeg's 29th. What does Winnipeg really want? All right, let's see if we can get Winnipeg's 1st round pick. It's a low 1st rounder, but that's okay. What if we just start off and we'll offer them a 6th and 2 7th round picks? And a 4th.
Seems unlikely.
Offer the trade, and this has no interest in negotiations. Fair enough. What if we offer them a 2nd round next year? And we'll take a couple of those 7th rounds out. 2 week. Offer them those 7th rounders again, and they still say it's 2 week. Okay. What if then we offer them a 1st a couple of years down the road? Gives us time to kind of recuperate it. Let me just try and see if we can somehow get their 3rd in 2021. And okay, interesting offer. Okay, we got a little bit of basis. Still got a couple 7th rounders, including their 7th rounder this year, so we'll throw those in. And he still won't quite do it. So what do we have from next year's draft we could throw in? How about our 5th round pick? Still not enough, huh? Okay, what if we take that 3rd rounder out? And take out those 7ths and a 5th, and just offer a 1st, a 4th, and a 6th for the 1st round of this year. They will do that deal.
Chat question from P-Wog asking if you can do three-way deals. No, we can't do that at this point. Might be something for the future.
All right, we finalized that trade. So we get a couple of late round picks. Now we have 2 7th rounders. I would just kind of like to move them. Who won the cup this year? Edmonton? What does Edmonton have? How about if we just ask for a 6th and a 5th in a couple of years and see if there's any chance they will do that? Probably not. They want a little more. They needed a defenseman. Who do we have that could be interesting to them? Okay, how about Tyler Inamoto playing at Wisconsin? And they will do that. So we trade away our 2 7th round picks, trade away a defenseman who we're really not going to have any interest in for a 5th and a 6th over the next couple of years. Sound like a good deal?
Yeah, and you'll probably wind up trading those for higher picks anyhow next year. So
Who, me? Never. All right, done. So what does our look right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 picks in the first 2 rounds. Frankly, that's all we need. So, with that in mind, let's kick off the draft. NHL entry draft. And let's go to the next pick. And Ottawa, of course, takes Jack Hughes. This leaves us with kind of 3 obvious choices. We have Nolan Foote, son of Adam Foote, who's playing with Cologne in the WHL. We have Kirby Dack, who's playing with the Saskatoon Blades. Center, 6'4", big, tall guy. And we have left winger Peyton Krebs playing with Kootenay in the WHL. Jeff, what are your thoughts?
And yeah, as a Russian, I'd definitely go for Krebs here. I think he's only had about a point a game this year. He's actually a little off his life pace because he's doing that in his 17-year-old year in the WHL right now in real life. But I think that's probably the best long-term choice. We're okay for centers right now, and
Nolan Foote's ready to. He's at 2-star ability now, but he's got less potential, and the other guy's 1.5. So I mean, and again, we could take that Russian Artemi
Knyazev,
but he's playing in the KHL.
We've got. He's going to be. He may be hard to get out of the KHL, and we've also got a defenseman coming over already. Presumably, if you can sign him.
I'm thinking Peyton.
And I think we're in good shape defensively. Once Delane's over, that's going to leave your D mostly set. I think you want another little more scoring up front.
Oh, no. Okay,
what?
Black screen. The game just crashed. Again, I am on a new test build, so that would explain why. Give me 1 second here, and I'll get it.
And you're going to lose that.
Well, I just lost all of our trades, so you'll just have to bear with me here for 1 second as I go back through and make all those trades really quick, because, of course, that happened.
That's one of the problems. We're playing with the new test builds, and apparently this one isn't stable at the moment. We'll have to take a look at that.
Yes.
See what were you? Did you click on something and it crashed in the middle of the draft?
I just clicked on Krebs to pull up his player chart, and it because I wanted to look at his scouting report.
Yeah.
And that sent us to a crash, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll get reloaded, and we'll just have to make some trades. So let's go back here. We had Detroit was the first trade, I believe, and we got their 2nd-round pick. We gave up, I think it was our 3rd, a 5th, and a couple sixths. For trade. Oh. This is what happens when you don't click the right buttons. Oh. Oh, no. This is even worse because we might not get the second overall pick.
Probably won't.
Looking again, and we fell all the way to 5th. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I usually get.
Yes. So now things have drastically changed. All right, Detroit hasn't responded to our offer, so we'll just try that again. We want their second. Again, we get, was it a third from Boston? 5th and a couple sixths. We offer the trade, and they say yes, so we make the deal. We made a trade with Philly. And Philly, we got their second. And we traded our other threes, I believe, right? Yep, so we traded 2/3 for their second. And then we made a trade with Winnipeg, picking up their first. And we gave up a first in 2021, and a 4th, and a 6th. For trade, they will still do that trade. Awesome. And we made one final trade with Edmonton, the Stanley Cup winners, where we offered them Inamoto and both of our 7th round picks. If I can get their third. Oh, they will actually do a better deal than what I thought they would. They do that. They'll still do a 3rd and a 5th. But they throw on a 7th from next year. They will still do that. Okay, that's good for us. We also get a 3rd round pick we were missing, so we made an even better deal. Despite the fact we fell in the draft, so that hurts because now we're going to lose those, probably lose that guy. We were looking at PWOG says add an autosave feature. PWOG, there is an autosave feature, but its currently default setting is 1 month, I believe. Is that correct, Jeff?
If you got it set to that, I'm not sure what it is in this game. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's on monthly right now.
Yeah. All right, so we fell all the way to 5th, so we'll pick into human. Hughes went first, Krebs went second, Dak went third, Foote went 4th. Which leaves us with not a whole heck of a lot.
Kniazov still there, the Russians, so I think that's obviously the best one, even if it's not exactly what we needed.
I think I would rather go a different way. What's your thoughts on, we talked about needing a goaltender. Would we think about Spencer Knight this high?
Yeah, but you're probably looking at he's going to be 3-4 years away before you can actually use him as a starter.
Okay, then how about 2-star right-handed, left-handed defenseman Mikko Kokkonen of the SML?
Trying to find him on here.
He is
in my game.
Then.
Oh, Kokkonen. Yeah, I think that's actually he's wing. Yeah, was he the guy that? I think that was a mistake in his rating, so he's technically not that good, so I wouldn't go with him. I definitely take the Russian over him. I mean, Kniazov is 4.5 stars, and
it's 3.5.
Kokkonen's what, 3.5?
Kokkonen's 3.5.
No, Kniazov is 4.5.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm worried
you're
about
a full star level lower.
KHL, we'd be a long ways trying to get him. I guess the other thing is, should we try trading out of this pick and try and move down a few spots?
You could find, trade for it. See if you can find somebody who's willing to move a prospect to move up.
Okay, what if we just try and trade with LA? LA is just a few down. Now this, Jeff, would be where nice is if you could shop a draft pick. And let's see.
Race. Yeah, that might be something we could add.
Just throwing it out there. They don't have anyone really high on their rights list. So who do they have signed? Anybody of interest to us? Let's look at age. Gabe Vildardi. Would they do that? Offer is far too weak. What else do the Kings need? I can't.
It says left wing in my game. I don't know if it's.
That's probably correct. I mean, you have my save. So who do we have at left wing that we could... Oh, you know who we have? Hunter Shinkaruk, who's been nothing but a disappointment. And we still need to entice them a little bit more. All right.
Throw in one of your mid-rounders.
I was just going to look at... how about Chris Wilkie? Rights to Chris Wilkie. No, still not enough. Okay, we'll add Backman as well. Still wants a little more.
You're probably better off offering him draft picks.
No, they said... Oh, no, still won't quite do it. Alright, so if I offer them... Okay, if I offer them a 6th and a 7th next year, they will do the deal. So we send off Hunter Shinkaruk, the rights to Chris Wilkie, our 1st and a 6th and a 7th next year for Gabe Vildardi and their 1st round pick this year. I think that's a pretty good win for us.
Yeah, they're only picking 4 spots lower.
And we dump a couple late round picks that we've grabbed. So let's finalize that trade.
Yep.
And again, just because it happened before, again, we are on a beta build. I'm just going to save here. So we'll just take a look again here and kind of watch as this plays out. Pick until human, and we see Los Angeles takes Marshall Warren. Then the Russian defenseman goes to Vegas, followed by Xavier Perrant to Ottawa.
That's too bad. Perrant would have been a good one for us.
So we've traded down again. I'm still kind of liking... I'm not high on these Russian guys. Marzarov and Spidoranov. I just don't see it. Neither of them are putting up very big stats in the minors either, which is some concern. I'm kind of looking here and wondering if maybe this is a spot to take Alex Turcotte.
Yeah, that... And there's a lot of guys close together here. Also Peltoma, the Finnish guy.
Yeah,
his numbers weren't too impressive this year.
I'm just kind of looking at the fact
he's a little bigger.
Yeah, he's 1.5 stars too. Current ability.
Yeah, he's already developed a bit more. Also Norby and Bachman, 2 Swedes. Both playing in the senior league, but at fairly low levels. So,
yeah. Okay, let's make this move. Let's take Turcotte. A center gives us a little bit more forward depth.
I think so. Yeah, he's. Before, did you pick him already?
Yes, I did. Sorry. What did you want?
Okay, one small warning. He's probably going to college, so you won't be able to sign him right away.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we move to the 29th pick in the draft, And top guy left apparently is Samuel Poulin, who's playing with Sherbrooke. 41 points in 58 games. Not exactly great numbers, but not terrible either. Also see Blake Murray is available. 59 points in 67 games. Quite a few. Xavier Simon. 43 points in 39 games with Drummondville in the Quebec League. Unfortunately, our Quebec scouting was a little bit off, so I've since added a few more scouts. As you can see, they're only rated D, so it could be a little bit more of a guess with them. Thoughts, Jeff?
We've already taken one center, so we maybe want to go for a different position.
How about Ryan Suzuki?
Like
he's there too. Suzuki's playing in the BCHL.
Powell River, yeah.
But he'll move up to the WHL.
Another guy that's going to be going. No, he'll be going to. He's probably, if he's playing in BCHL, he's probably headed to college.
We'll find out. We have 2 picks not too far apart.
I'm wondering what Simino, though. That's Simino, 32 assists in 39 games. I guess he was injured or something this year.
If you want to, I'm a little bit hesitant.
Torn triceps, yeah. I'm just looking at the production. He had almost an assist a game. That's a pretty serious playmaker there.
Okay, we'll take him then.
I can see his ratings. Yeah, I think he's a good guy. I think he'd be a good fit.
Okay, we take Simone. All right, so we're going to skip down a few picks. And Suzuki's still there, so I think that's a guy we're going to take. Unless you're really going to fight me on it.
No, go ahead. You can leave him in college for a couple of years and see what happens.
All right, so we're actually just a few more picks away because we stacked up on second-round picks. And this might be a point where... Just trying to see... Oh boy, actually, a number of goalies went.
You still got... I'm lagging behind a little bit here.
Hogstrom's still here. I think that's the guy we take.
Yeah, or is Guskov still there? The Russian. Looks like he's playing in the OHL. So, he's a center. He's not a goalie. Okay, never mind that.
Yeah, he's not going to be very good in net for us.
Hogstocks probably makes sense. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be advisable.
Let's take Hogstrom here. And so now we got a 3-star goalie prospect again, which is good for us. And pick until human, and we're back with what I believe is our last pick in the draft. So... this is interesting. Jacob Peltier playing with... is that Montreal? Moncton. 5'8". Put up over a point a game. Not very big, but we have Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah.
Luke Toporowski also looks
kind
of interesting.
We haven't taken any defensemen at all this year, have we?
Yeah, but we're pretty stocked on defensemen.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt to have one in there. We've got nothing but forwards.
So who are you looking at?
It's not a lot. I didn't see that was... who's the first guy on the line that's still available?
First guy for me is Rasanen. Idvari Rasanen, playing with Tapa. Or...
Yeah, Finnish guy looks kind of well-rounded, can play both sides.
Cal Lopinen also looks pretty interesting. He had 22 points in 35 games.
No, Rasanen looks a little better. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else. Yeah, it's kind of thin for defensemen. I'd go with Ryson then. Okay, or Radonsky. The Russian has a little smaller.
Okay, just taking a quick look. We also have
play both sides too.
Only 2 stars, but he is only scouted to E. Lucas Rubin, playing with Rimouski in the QMJHL, had 29 points in 42 games on defense.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, you don't have the. You said you didn't have the Q star scouted quite as well, so
yeah,
you want to take a chance there. Might be worth it.
He's currently hurt.
Actually, wait a second. Check the injury. Oh, ruptured ulnar collateral ligament. He's back in 2 or 3 weeks. So, he's Swiss. So he's CHL import. Looks like he adjusted pretty well for his first season in Canada. Yeah, I'd go with him.
There's some other Canadians further down the list too, but I don't know. I think he's worth the chance. So let's pick him and hope. Okay, so that is the end of our draft class.
Yeah, might as well save it.
I take it back. We have 1 pick at the end of the draft.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get through that.
1.5 star guys left. I wonder if we can trade this. Anaheim, give us your 7th round pick. In 2020. And 2021, just for good measure. 2 first round, or 2 7th round picks. No, they won't do it. And they still won't do it for... they're... Okay, fine. Who do we have on rights? Ben Finkelstein. Alright. Duck, send me another 7th rounder. Or 6th rounder. 2 6th rounders. Will they do that? They will do that. So I give them the 7th round pick and the rights to Ben Finkelstein, and I get 2 7ths and 2 6ths back. Works for me. Finalized trade. And we trade out of the NHL draft and pick up more picks. Next pick, and the draft is over. We no longer have to worry, and we can advance to the next day. Woohoo! Well, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty disappointed we dropped from 2nd to 6th. And we can see some movement has happened. Timo Meier has been traded to Edmonton to make Jeff happy for Ryan Strome.
And that, I think, now we've got to, you're going to do something here, and we got to...
No, we're
are you going to announce it now, or...
No. We have Patrice Bergeron has been traded to Vegas for Eric Brandstrom.
Oh, wow.
The rights to Eric Brandstrom. And Mikhail Backlund has been traded to Tampa Bay for Nikita Kucherov. And a couple of picks swapped back and forth. Gabe Vildari wants a number. He instead is going to have 71, and he's okay with that. Good. Because I don't care. We have unsigned players. Give me some info on them. Well, Dahlin's signed yet. Offer him a contract, and he is willing to talk, so good. Maybe that means we're going to have Rasmus Dahlin this year. Alex Turcotte is too young, so we can't sign him yet. Ryan Suzuki. And he was actually a pick by Barry, but he wants to go play college hockey. You are correct. There's nobody else who I really want signed. So I think that's pretty much all we have to look at right now.
Yeah, don't want to load up on contracts too. You may want to leave some space there. So
Good to create
because we're going to be looking at free agents and
Now, you can see on the screen, it's actually saying FHM4 is not responding, but it is actually responding. It's just June 23rd is one of those big days in the game because I believe that is the
first day after the draft, yeah.
Day after the draft, and it's the OHL draft is getting done, or CHL draft is getting done.
All three of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's lots of processing going on. So we will let it go and continue to do its work. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this went so far. Gudu, we are building through the draft as best we can. That is why our picks are so important. I, however, am going to make a trade offer. I would really kind of like to get rid of Liberto Luongo. And I'm wondering if we can send him to Pittsburgh. And try and recruit Tristan Jarry back. Or should we not worry about it, Jeff?
Well, are you going to expand the league?
Jeff! Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Surprise! That's
the only reason to really get rid of Luongo. So
we are going to do, and that is we are going to expand and add a 32nd team to the NHL. It's 2019, and it's time. Gudu Creative says, so where are Team Canada and the USA going to get their players for the Olympics, the AHL?
Europe, mostly.
Well, it sounds like Putin's encouraging Russian players to still go. So that's good news. Probably that means the KHL will probably continue to shut down.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Russians will actually be able to send a team, no?
Well, they're going to be the Oars. Olympians from Russia. Medal 87 says, already have a city picked out.
So, I mean, they're doing that for the individual athletes, but I can't see how they can. The catch is all the Russian officials are banned from the game, so they're going to send a team with no coaches?
Sure, why not?
Which is...
Just have...
Ovechkin will be really upset then. That's his dream situation. Stay on the ice as long as he wants, so he'll be really upset if he won't get to go, but...
Medal 87
no, I don't think you're going to
have a city picked out?
It's probably going to be Belarus replacing Russia in the Olympics, I would think.
Well, here's the thought.
They're the top-ranked IHF team right now.
You say how much Ovechkin wants to play. I was actually at the 2005 gold medal game at the World Juniors when Canada literally destroyed every part of that Russian team led by Alexander Ovechkin, and he sat on the bench and basically just cried. Gord Murray has been fired as Flyers botch, and they have brought in Fred Bond. The good news is we haven't been fired yet. And Rasmus Dahlin has signed a contract, so he is officially with us. Our first overall pick is here. Trade offer. Who needs a goalie? That is a question. Looks like the Ducks actually do. Both their guys are in one-year deals. Would Roberto Luongo go there? No, he will not.
Yeah, we did fix the bug where players with no trade clauses were too willing to waive them, so I think you're going to have a problem moving Luongo.
What if we send him to Vegas? He's using his no trade clause. To Winnipeg? No, he's like, I'm not going there. All right, fine. Well,
so I think we're probably going to wind up having to lose him in the expansion draft.
Fair enough. Works for me. So we're going to continue here. I'm just going to periodically save because I don't want it to go. P-Wog in the chat says, Wings need a goalie this year. LOL. You know what? After watching that game last night, P-Wog, I'm not sure because Jimmy Howard played great versus the Jets. So we have our NHL season summary. Are we manager of the year? No. Did we reach the playoffs? No. Did we have a winning season? No. Did we have a winning percentage of 600 or better? No. Did we finish first? No. Did we reach the finals? No. Did we win the championship? No. Did we have a losing season? Yes. Did we fail to reach the playoffs? You bet we did. Was your winning percentage lower than 400? Of course it was. And did you finish last? Kind of. Yeah. So we got a total season score of 0, and we have a career score of 0. We're not doing very well. But
yeah, not so good. Although I think that the Red Wings game we played in FHM3 went pretty much the same way, and then the third year was a big breakthrough year, wasn't it?
That was
so
kind of the goal.
Maybe we can get something going this year.
We had a few more prospects than what we do now. But we have some guys we brought in, like Johnny Gaudreau. And just take one class look before upcoming free agents, and it's a bunch of half-star guys I don't really care about. If we lose any of them, not really going to be a big deal. I guess the only guy who kind of would hurt would be Andrew Kopp. I wonder, what does he want? Okay, let's just give him his qualifying offer. He needs $1.2 million. So we will submit that offer. The only reason why I'm keeping him is he had a pretty decent year in the AHL. And our AHL team, I didn't show it on the stream, but I did post it online. They went all the way to the East Finals or the Finals. So our AHL team actually had some significant improvement, which is always
okay. Well, at least somebody's doing okay.
Yes. Oh, that's nice. Just reading here while we're waiting for this to go that the U.S. ambassador to the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations is questioning whether U.S. athletes will go to the Olympics as well.
What? The Seoul Olympics or the Pyeongchang?
Yep.
Winter Olympics?
Yep.
Why?
Well, my guess would be over the North Korea, but it could be because of the Russians not going to. Who knows?
Well,
need to read more about that later.
For us. I mean, that's yeah.
There was something else I was going to mention to you, Jeff, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
Oh, one thing. While I'm thinking of it, that we should show off since we had the crash with the with the test build. So now you can show one of the good parts of it if you go to the strategy screen.
Well, I'm kind of stuck on loading right now, but when we get there, we will.
You're in the off season. It'll take a minute there, but once you get to it, just take a quick look at something we've added for this update.
Dun, 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 dun. And Gouda Creative says, what a shame it would be to lose Luongo. You know, you can ask Jeff about how that feels. And we have... Okay, that little hiccup has happened again. Okay, good to know. Fred Bond, who was just hired by the Flyers, has decided, you know what, he doesn't want to deal with the Philadelphia media and has left the club and retired. So Philadelphia kind of looked around and said, you know what, we're going to hire Guy Boucher. And Randy Carlyle has returned. Some trades. Some things. Board confidence update. Your objective to rebuild the team, but there was no progress last season. You really need to improve this team. From a long-term perspective, Vinny Viola is unhappy about your work as general manager.
We know.
And you need to start winning, or you will have to find a new job. Vinny Viola has a new specific objective: rebuild. Our budget is whatever it is, and don't worry too much else about it. There is some new things happening. Cam Ward has retired, and his number will be retired by Carolina. New Jersey right winger Radim Verbrata has retired. Chris Thorburn retired. Mike Smith has retired. Pekka Rinne has retired. Antti Niemi has retired. Al Montoya, Ryan Miller. That's a big run on goalies. Yaroslav Halak, Brian Elliott. Holy cow. Peter Budaj. And we see Kyle Brodziak, Thomas Vanek, Dennis Seidenberg, Mike Camilleri. Andrew Kopp is testing free agency. That's fine, but we gave him that offer. Jordy Ben retired. Joe Thornton has retired. Strawman. Jason Spezza says now he's done. Palmanville, Nate Prosser. Torrey Mitchell, Derek McKenzie, Ben Lovejoy. Nick Cronwell. There you go, P-Wog. Nick Cronwell has retired. Marian Hossa retired. Han Hughes, Ron Hainsey, Pavel Datsuk, who we had on our team at one point, and Brian Boyle has retired. Big year. So, before I do anything else, I'm just going to save here really quick again to make sure, since we're going to start making some big changes. Now, Jeff, you tell me I need to click on this strategy screen. All right. Clicked on the strategy screen.
Okay, and click on Tactics.
Tactics, all right. I'm there.
Actually, have the assistant create your lines first. I think that I'm not sure if this will make a difference or not, but just in case.
There are not enough players, so we're going to try it without first.
Okay, well, yeah, just to show it off, then you're on the Tactics screen. Yep. If you click on the name of one of your tactics.
Yes. We can see that there is now a suitability category.
Yeah, you can see which tactics fit best for your team. So, in addition to works the same way, same scale as a familiarity rating. And it gives you an idea of which tactics relative to each other are best. So the best tactics are how many, what are there?
There's 5.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 total. So, yeah, it's the top third or quarter of those are the most suitable. So, looks like we're best off, at least with this lineup. You may want to, I wouldn't check it right now.
Well,
until you've got your roster relatively finalized for the regular season.
Is up, not bad, which was what we played. Flexible triangles, not bad, was what we played. Early modern, ultra conservative. So we'll see if we can maybe get a little bit of improvement. Our defense, I'm just curious. We played the 1-3-1, and apparently we're terrible at it. So we should maybe consider moving our defense.
Yeah, that. Although again, I wouldn't choose anything. Yeah, I wouldn't choose anything yet until you've actually got your roster a little closer to complete because it bases that on what your current lineup is.
All right, so let's look at free agents here.
New guys at the start of the season, so it's probably something to do right around the start of camp.
All right, so
we're just starting the preseason.
Look at restricted free agents. Erik Karlsson is available. What does he want? $9.37 million for and 5-year deal. Thoughts?
How much cap space have we got?
Just about $11 million.
Wow, that'd be really tight. Because we've got a lot of young guys.
Max Pacioretty wants 7.46 in 6 years.
See, that leaves us a little more room.
I do not like him for 6 years.
At his age. Yeah, like 2 years maybe.
I doubt he would even...
But he would definitely fill a spot on the right wing for us.
I'm just going to try and see if I can offer him 2 years. He'll probably freak out and be mad. No, he wants six years.
Did you expand the league? Did you expand the league, by the way?
Not yet. I'm getting there. I just wanted to see who was available.
Yeah, just remember to do it before you change the day, or else you're going to lose it.
I know. Drew Doughty wants 7.38 million. Yeah, I'm still not. That's a lot of money for guys. I'm kind of more happy with where we're at. I'm just going to leave free agency. I don't really... What does Jordan Eberle want? He wants 3 years at 4.7 million.
That's actually very reasonable.
I could deal with that.
But he's playing with an injury. What is that? Let's make sure that's...
I offered him the contract. Fracture skull day to day. Perfect.
Okay, nothing serious.
Okay, so we made him that offer. So how do you expand the league? If this is your first time, you've never done it before, first thing you need to know, it needs to be July 1st. What you do is you come here to
no other day. As soon as you go past July 1st, it's not going to work, so you got to do this on the 1st.
Yeah, so you need to have team and league controls. Go to your league tab. There's an edit button. You also need to be in commissioner mode. You can see down here at the bottom, we have create a new player, league expansion wizard. Expand the league. We are going to add a team to the Central. And we are going to bring the team to Houston. And we're going to bring the Houston Aeros back. Because why not? Houston's a good hockey market. They got kicked out by a bad owner. Their fans are, I'm going to say, are loyal. I wouldn't say they're very loyal. And they have a very big market size. We are going to be in Houston, Texas. And arena name, they are going to be the Houston Thunderdome is the name of the arena. Which is actually a callback to their old baseball. The Astrodome. But how would you not like to play in the Thunderdome? Right?
I have been to games in the Thunderdome in Tampa.
The Houston Thunderdome sounds awesome, though.
Okay.
What else would you like to call it?
Does Tina Turner come with it, or?
I'm going to say George Strait. Okay, Central Division Houston Aeros. We're going to click OK. This expansion is not the same as Vegas. Just so we're clear on this. We're going to submit our protection list. So we are going to protect Connor Hellebuck because he is our goalie and we don't really care that much about anyone else. We're going to protect Aaron Ekblad, Barkov, Goudreau, Carlson, Huberdeau, Borkstrand, Jared McCann, I guess, gets protected.
Yeah, I think so. Can move because I think we may want to move him to center next year if we're a little thin there.
Okay, we got Petrocek. So we have 3 defenders protected. We have 1 more forward we need. I wouldn't mind seeing Bukestad gone. We're paying him an awful lot of money to not do much. So maybe instead we just...
I mean, his ratings are decent. He's still, if you found him a little more ice time, he might do okay, but I don't know if he's going to get that as we're loading up.
We're going to protect Jason Dixon. All right. So there is our protection list. We will advance to the next day. You know what kind of suck is if we sign Jordan Eberle and then he gets picked up. No waiver draft. Or in the expansion draft. Oh, thanks for signing him. That would be mildly upsetting. Kudu creative in the chat. Okay, Mad Max. Well, I just picture, welcome to the Houston Thunderdome. Thunderdome. Home of the Houston Aeros. And yeah, we're keeping the old WHA name, which was also used in the IHL and the AHL. And I made a couple little tweaks because I had told Jeff that this was coming, that we were going to do this expansion draft. So players need to be assigned numbers. We did, in fact, get Jordan Eberle.
Oh, that's good.
So Eberle wants 14.
Maybe put him on the right wing for next year.
He's going to have 41, and he's okay with that. Nicholas Bodine wants number 6. No, he's going to have number 66, and he's okay with that. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, who we got in the trade for Pavel Datsyuk, is going to wear number 77. And he is very unhappy about that. Nando Eggenberger wants number 12. He can have it. Phil Kershev wants 14, but Yurko has 14. I'm going to give him number 49. And he's a bit upset. Jacob Pivyanka wants number 20. Nobody else has it, so it's his. And Alex Eponami wants 12, but we just gave that to Nando Eggenberger, so he's going to have number 88 instead. And he's okay with that. Awesome. We got a bunch of job offers. New Zealand, Israel, Romania, Poland, Japan, Norway, Israeli under 20, Mexico under 20, Belgium under 20, South Korea under 20. All those are under 18 or under 20 jobs. Big jobs from South Africa, New Zealand, Israelia. Yeah, that makes tons of sense. Israel and Slovakia have offered us their top jobs. I'm thinking Slovakia.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of surprising that they'd offer that.
They're the number 7 team in the world. So
although I guess your reputation is getting high enough now. So,
well, we might have lots of time to go to that. Roberto Luongo is mad and has dumped his agent. So maybe a good time to hopefully get rid of him. Max Pacioretty signed up a big contract with Dallas. Good for us. Erik Karlsson heads to San Jose. Interesting.
What'd they pay him?
They paid 5 years, $47.35 million. That would be 9 times 5 is 45.
9,
so, yeah.
9 and a bit.
Yeah, which is probably what he wanted. Drew Doughty has returned to LA at $7.46 million a year for 6 years. That's actually...
No, compared to what everybody else was paying, I think we did relatively well here.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good for us. Okay, we have the NHL expansion draft, which we're just going to take a quick look. And we can see Houston has returned with their sweet old logo. And we are all super excited about that. Because it's lovely. We might have to change their colors a little bit. We might have to work on that, Jeff. But NHL expansion draft... just gonna let it run. So pick until human is the easiest way, and we'll let this draft go and see who we lose. Okay, so we lost Roberto Luongo. Yes. Yes.
So goodbye to that contract.
Goodbye to that.
It's a nice big chunk of change to spend on a free agent if there's any left.
We also lost Samuel Morin on defense.
Yeah, he was only 2 stars, so not a huge loss there.
Yeah, this is not actually a bad team. So let's run over this team. Luongo.
Well, it's a huge loss in the sense that he's 6'7", but not a huge loss in terms of talent.
Luongo, Berube, Kemper are their goaltenders. Ekholm, Bogosian, Zaitsev, Pokev, Myers, Cole, Mickelson, Samuel Morn.
And they grabbed the rights to Ilya Kovalchuk.
Cody Ceci, Kevin Klein, the rights to Ilya Kovalchuk, Patrick Berglund, Adrian Kemp, Rick Nash, Patrick Marlowe, Bobby Ryan, Justin Williams. Very veteran team at some spots, but young in others. Anthony Beliveau, Milan Lucic, Braden Shen, Casper Doggins, Nick Schmaltz, Jake Fertin.
That's actually one of the oldest teams I've seen the AI go for in an expansion draft.
Jake DeBrusk, Alex Tuck, Tobias Ryder, Brett Ritchie, Nikolai Golbadin, Jacob Forsbeck Carlson, Nick Murphy.
Have a look at their roster screen, see how many guys they've got over 30.
Johan Sundram. So that's done. So we have the Houston Aeros with their cool old school logo. And guys over 30, they start with Luongo at age 40. And they have 11 guys out of, so half the team is over 30.
Wow.
All right, so
see how that works out for them.
Now we can also take a look at these beautiful jerseys I put in for the Houston Aeros. I will put these up on probably our forums at some point. What I tried to do was make them look call back to the previous WHA Houston Aeros, but give them a little bit more of a modern look. So it's a little bit darker blue instead of the really light blue. Just a nice cleanup. And Jeff, did you like them?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it kind of helps set it. But now I gotta change the colors a bit here, Jeff. I'm not liking this green on here. So how do I do that? I need to go to Houston. I want to go to the team. I want to edit it. And part of the reason is the colors are being taken. So let's change this light green to...
Let me just show you a little trick here. Actually, what you can do if you want to get the exact colors that are on the uniform.
Okay.
If you select, here the jersey colors don't really matter because you're using the image, so that'll get overwritten, so you don't really need to change any of that technically, but you want to change your primary and secondary and text color.
Yeah.
So if you take the primary and click on select color and then pick screen color.
Okay.
Now hover over part of the logo in your top left after you've hit click screen color.
Okay, well it's not quite the same, I don't think, but the blue. We'll click OK. Our secondary color is that same blue. We probably don't want that, do we?
No, that's probably not a good idea. I mean, you can have it both the same shade of blue. That's a little too light blue. I don't know how good that's.
We'll try that.
I'm not sure how good that'll. Well, if you've got the white text color, I think that may look okay.
So we'll click save, and the text is showing up black, so it's pretty hard to read.
Text is showing up black?
Yeah, like the unsigned draftees. I think it's just the background's too dark. So let's try that light blue there.
Oh, okay.
And click save, and that looks better. It's all light blue now, at least. So we'll go with that. I might play around with that a little bit more. We're just going to leave the jersey so it doesn't mess up anything. And so now we have another team in the NHL. And again, I'm pretty happy with those. It sucks that we lost a couple guys, but hey, you know what? Overall we're doing pretty good. Free agency. Let's take again. Just look at no restricted free agents. We kind of got a couple goalies at 1.5 stars, so we really don't need to pick anybody up to back up Hellebuck. I think we're just going to run with maybe one of those guys.
Did you get the Lienstein?
I did, yes. Let's take a quick look at our depth chart. So we have I guess we actually do need to add another goalie. So it'll be Comrie or Samuel Montrembeau playing. So who's available?
You do have the rights to a couple of guys.
Yeah, but those guys are only half stars.
Year-old who's... Yeah, that's...
I'd rather leave them and see if we can just grab somebody. So we'll just filter, take restricted free agents off again. And let's actually just look at goalies here to make it really easy. Kinda, we're just looking for somebody to... Well, we got Thatcher Demko is a possibility. So if we want somebody younger, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, 2.5 stars. It'll be kind of competitive for that. We'll have to see who develops in camp. If it'll be either him or Comrie, I guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably going to be the best call, is try and get Thatcher Demko
an outside chance of Montembeau getting good enough.
We're actually going to offer him a 2-way contract. He might not be happy about that, but... And he says that's reasonable. Okay. Okay, we're just going to, again, look at... we don't need to look at any more goalies. Just show me unrestricted free agents who are under the age of 24. Elias Lindholm, 24 years old, right-handed shot forward all the way across, 3 stars, had 37 points in 68 games last year. Yeah, I think we could make him an offer.
Yep.
Whoa, he wants $4.265 million for 3 years. I'm not paying him that. That's too much. Okay, who else we got here? Kind of drops off pretty hard. Connor Garland, 5'8", not a very big guy. Might be a good minor leaguer for us. Kevin LeBlanc. He'll want a small contract. Let's just offer him. Make sure he's on a minor league salary as well, because that's where he's going to be. Yeah, I think that's kind of... Just gives us a little bit more forward depth. We're just going to filter this back and see if anybody else looks interesting. Kevin Hayes is available.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've got enough depth at wing now.
Marcus Johansson wants $4.6 million, 3-year average.
Yeah. That might make a little more sense.
Yeah, I think we should offer him a contract. Kind of like that. He doesn't want to...
It's basically our Luongo money.
Yeah. And again, we're carrying a lot of guys. Oh, yes, unsigned draftees. Now, Suzuki said he wanted to play college hockey. Turcotte only signed up for Division 3, so I'd rather get him in our system than play Division 3. And so we made him an offer. And maybe we'll kind of modify him a bit and send him somewhere. He was drafted by Saginaw, so maybe we get him down to Saginaw. Other than that, I kind of really don't want to bother anybody and just let other guys develop. So let's advance another day and just see if anybody else pops up of really interest. I guess we should maybe check, see if anybody's on the trade block too here just before we log off.
Yep.
P-Wog asked, did Mr. Z retire too? I didn't see him retire, but we will take a quick look. Everybody... Oh, Marcus Johansson is signed with the New York Islanders. Turcotte is happy to sign with us. Thatcher Demko seems to be interested, and Kevin LeBlanc seems to be interested.
Stenderberg's probably got, I think he's got 2 more years left in his contract, so he may hang around for those.
Borkstrand wants 28. Go ahead, have it.
Yeah, he was actually still pretty productive for Detroit last year.
Yeah, he was. Adam Marchation wants 23. He can have 91. Alright. Just take one more look at free agent center here. No, I don't really see us going hard after anyone. Guys just need to develop. Which hopefully we'll see. And I mean, we got some guys coming up. If we just take a quick look at our young guys. Nicholas Bodine, he's coming quick. 19 years old, 1 star, 2.5 star potential, was a draft pick. Nando Eggenberger had 100 points last year, up to 1 full star. Philip Kershaw's up to 1.5, 3 star. Jakob Pravanka, who we actually got in a trade and then sent down to Hamilton in the OHL. I forgot about that. So another good guy. Gabe Vildari, who's going to help us at center a lot. Pierre-Elliott Joseph. So we got some guys here. We got some guys who are going to be able to play and push guys, which is what I like. So front office trade block. Chris Letang is on the trade block. TJ Oshie is on the trade block. Mikhail Backlund, a guy who we once tried for who did not pay off at all, is on the trade block still. I'm not really seeing any names jump off here, so that makes it easy for us.
Yep.
We'll continue 1 or 2 more days to see if we get Thatcher Demko. I should actually call up both those AHL goalies too, for that matter. And a little bit of pause here again as we keep going. Overall, Jeff, how do you feel we did today?
Pretty good, I think. Reasonably good draft. Made some nice trades. Got that Eberle trade, or Eberle free agent signing, which gets us some depth and cleared Luongo's cap space. So I think this might be the season we finally turned around a little bit.
Here's hoping.
And we'll be able to pick better tactics now, thanks to the new tactics change interface.
Yes, I am excited for that, I think is clearly the best word. So while we advance here, I'm just going to start wrapping up. So thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, although occasionally we stream other times. If you want to know when we stream, make sure you're following us on our Twitter page, which is @FranchiseHockey. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/FranchiseHockeyManager. You can find our Discord channel. Just hit me up on one of the social media pages and I'll send you a link. you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com, and click on the community button, which will take you to our official forums. And you can talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, MLB Manager, or anything else you want to discuss. And Houston is fighting off everybody who's trying to get players from them. So, they're having some stuff. Okay, we got Alex Turcotte out of college, and we're going to send him immediately down to Saginaw, because he needs to play. He's 1.5 stars. Do you see any point to keeping him up?
No, I think send him down. Give him a year there.
Yeah, so let's let him go, and he can do his stuff better in the OHL than in a Division III college. So we called some guys up, and we got to sign some more numbers. Demko signed with us. All 3 of our goalies are now up, so awesome. The only guy we don't have signed yet is Kevin LeBlanc, but he'll sign at some point. So I'm feeling really good about where we are. Jeff, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. And then we'll be making an announcement what we'll be doing next for our game, for our stream. Not sure if we're going to stick with the Swiss game. We kind of failed at getting into the Champions League, and not sure if there's much more mileage we can get out of that. So we may switch over to something else.
Kevin LeBlanc received an offer from somebody else. So I'm just going to keep doing that. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you all again next week.